Peloton's actually having a big thing. I don't know that you can use the referral coupon, but I will leave it down below for you guys. But there is a deal where it's like $300 off accessories with the purchase of a bike or a treadmill or a rower. So it's a really, really good deal. Even if you don't get the extra 100 with my coupon, it's still just like the best deal that they offer. So I wanted to let you guys know my bike has been life-changing for me. I have the Bike Plus. I have had it now for a year and a half, and coming up next month, it's actually my 2-year workout anniversary from when I started working out, and I'm really, really just still in love with my bike. So you guys know the bike's been life-changing. If you think it's something for you, I definitely think this sale is worth checking out. Check the description box for all the info if you're interested. I have lots of Peloton related videos, and I'll try to link that playlist down below for you guys because it's just such a good machine, good coaching, just everything about it I love. Hey everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and we are Pelo-chatting today. This is where I talk Peloton chat, wellness, fitness, all that jazz. I don't have a whole lot on my list because I am still in recovery mode. That's why you haven't seen a new Pelo-chat video in a while. I talked about my recovery in a video recently, but I am still having bleeding and issues, so I am just waiting and it stinks. So I'll talk about a little bit of my fitness related things lately, but for the most part, I have been doing nothing and just sitting back and wishing that I could do stuff. And it's been incredibly, incredibly frustrating. I have been just kind of mad about the whole thing because like when you look online at uterine ablation, it talks about like recovery times, typically 1 to 2 weeks. Well, today marks my week number 4 and I'm still recovering. And I went in to have my follow-up appointment last week, right at the 3-week mark. And I told her, I'm like, if I exercise, I'm still bleeding quite a bit. Even like walking around a lot, I'm still bleeding a little bit. And she was not concerned about it. She said it can take up to 3 months for full recovery. I'm just one of those people that's gonna recover a little bit slower and we will wait and see. She says she doesn't think that it's anything out of the ordinary yet or any cause for concern yet. She says I'm just gonna have to take it easy on the exercise, which I'm like, I've been taking it easy. I am ready to get back into it. I thought for sure the timing when I got this done, I knew I was gonna miss that Pelofondo the week or 2 after it, but I thought I would be back in action by now. This is week 2 of the Power Zone challenge, and it only goes for 6 weeks. I'm missing 2 weeks of it. I ended up totally cheating on week 1. You have to ride one ride and log it in, check it off, and make sure everything is synced up for you to stay in the challenge. Like you can't just stay in if you don't have any rides logged. So it was gonna kick me out. So I literally just listened and watched one ride. Didn't bike, didn't pedal, nothing. Actually just sat there and watched it. And I was so disappointed that I couldn't participate, and we're in week 2. I really want to be in it. I thought by now I would be back to riding most days. I'm one of these people that rode like minimum 4 days a week, more like 6 days a week. And it's just frustrating to not. And like I even missed a couple of blue circles because I didn't even do the meditation some days, and I have not missed a blue circle in months and months and months. So all of this is just so much frustration. And you guys know it's such like a mental health relief, stress relief, gives you the happy-go-lucky, feel-good endorphins. I don't have any of that right now. I have the opposite. So I just really want to get back on the bike, back exercising. It's just, yeah, this is all the complaining, venting part of this video. I just want to be normal again. And it's just for her to say it can take up to 3 cycles, basically 3 months for me to see how everything is going to go and for everything to be fully healed. I'm just like, you know, I was told 1 to 3 weeks. And she said, like, at the doctor's appointment, I asked multiple times, like, when am I going to be able to exercise before we had the procedure? She said, you listen to your body, take as long as you need, but typically, you know, a week in, people can exercise again. Like, take it easy, but you can exercise. Well, I rode my bike and it was excruciatingly miserable and definitely bleeding and all that problem. So it's just been sitting back. So I plan on trying to ride either tomorrow or the next day. I was hoping to ride today, but I am super sore because I ran a 5K this weekend. So my girlfriends and I did a 5K last year. It's the same exact 5K, and we did it again this year, and it was so much fun. I was not trained. I haven't been exercising in over 3 weeks at the time of doing it, so I was totally out of practice, and I don't run to begin with. I just do the Peloton and like strength training and stuff, but I ran about half of it, which is way more than I thought. I really thought going into this, I'm like, I'm gonna walk the whole thing, but I didn't. I ran pretty much half of it. I ran the first mile, and then the rest of it I did like intervals. I'd walk for a while, run for a while, walk, run, back and forth, just however I felt like. When I was tired of running and panting too much, I would take a walk. So probably maybe a little over half of it I ran, but yeah, my time sucked. I did have a lot of fun and I didn't have any pain, but I definitely had bleeding afterwards. So again, like it just shows that I have to take it easy, have to let everything recover, but I was not missing this 5K. I was like, I will walk the whole dang thing. I wanted to be there with my teammates and have lots of fun with my friends. And yeah, totally did it. So the 5K is done. That was my second year of doing it. I am not a runner. Some of my girlfriends are doing a half marathon in December. Totally not joining them. I told them, I'm like, I will do this 5K with you guys every single year. Basically like rain or shine, I will be out there. It was like 35, 36 degrees. My fingers were numb, like could not feel my fingers for like the first half of the race until I got really warmed up. So yeah, it was miserable temperature wise, but we had so much fun. And I told them I will do it every year with you guys, but there's no way in heck I'm doing a 10K or a half or a full marathon, nothing. This is totally the most you're ever gonna get out of me is 3 something miles. Because I'm not a runner, but I do this one run every year. That's it. Got that race done. That's the only exercise I've done. Since my last PELOCHAT, I had said I rode on the bike twice over the last like week and a half and it was horrible. Well, this is the only thing I've done since then, is run one 5K and not even run all of it. Like run more than half of it and that's about it. But yeah, just total frustration. I really hope to get back on the bike and I told Johnny, I was like, I'm gonna ride the bike tomorrow or the next day, but my legs are so sore. I totally went untrained and it didn't matter like how much you're bouncing around trying to warm up. We were all running cold, you know. It was 34, 36 degrees out. We were all freezing and there was no warm muscles. So my muscles are super duper tight and sore and they have been. I get this thing where I just do late onset soreness. Like I'm not sore the day of or even like the day after that, but then like the second day I'm super sore. So today is either the third or the fourth day and I'm still really sore. Like hurts to sit down on the toilet. Like hurts to walk up the stairs, down the stairs. I'm like really walking really silly, but they are so sore. I did take some ibuprofen because they were hurting so bad last night. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not getting on the bike unless my legs are a lot less sore. So maybe tomorrow or the next day. I was really hoping it would be today, but it's not. It's not today. Still trying to take it easy, but I really want to get back into the power zone. This one, my team name I picked. Like I suggested a few different fairy tale things. So the Power Zone challenges are always like related to the word zone or related to Matt Wilper's name. And so every group has their own team name. And last time, I can't even think of what name we were, but everything was 80s themed. And this one is called Once Upon a Zone. That's the challenge for this 6 weeks. And so I was saying like, Snow White and the 7 Zones, you add the word zone or something to do with Matt Wilpers in the name. He's a Peloton instructor, but I suggested a few different things and one of them was poison apples, like for Snow White. The witch had a poison apple and they voted and picked my name. So I'm like, this is my one chance. I'm super excited. I got to pick the name and I can't even freaking use it. Like I can't even be in the challenge yet. So I'm like bringing our whole team score down because I only did one ride for week 1 and I didn't even really do the ride. I totally cheated. But yeah, for this week, I'm like, I gotta at least get like 1 or 2 rides, actual real rides in. If my legs are not sore, I'm gonna be back on the bike and I'll support my team Poison Apples because I picked the name and I was super excited. They voted my name in. Can't even do anything with my cool team. Like the team that picked my cool name. That's all the griping I have. I've got 2 actual cool updates. Actually 3. One of them just came out today. So the new one that just came out, you have the Power Zone bar on the screen. So now the Power Zone classes, if you pick a class that says Power Zone, it's going to light up whatever zone you're supposed to be in, which is so helpful. Some of these classes are really, really long, like 45, 60, and 90-minute classes. And if you're in it, you're kind of in the zone and not really paying attention, you can miss what zone you're supposed to be in. And I have totally done that. I've missed an entire zone 2 interval and stayed in zone 3 or zone 4 for an extended period of time because I missed the relaxation part. I totally missed it. And they're like, okay, now we're going back into zone 4. And I was like, wait a minute, I have been in zone 4 the last 2 minutes. I did extra work because I didn't hear the zone call out. Well, now it'll be on that bar and it'll light up what zone you're supposed to be in so you know. And I think that's super helpful. It's genius. I love it. I can't wait to use it because there have been times where I'm like, I'm zoning out, really rocking out to the music. You know, you're like 40 minutes into a long ride. In some cases, like 70 minutes into a 90-minute ride. And sometimes you're just not listening very good. So you miss those call outs. If you're anything like me, at least, you missed those call outs. So I'm really happy about that update. And then there is a new widget on the Apple phone, something to do with the newest iOS. You can have widgets on your lock screen now, which is super cool. And Peloton has a widget now, which is cool, but it seems to only update like the day previous. So it'll show me still like an open circle for the day of. So that's kind of annoying because I use it like, oh, did I get my blue check mark today? It shows that I haven't, but technically, yes, I have. And all day long, it will show me that that one is empty, which is really frustrating because I know it's not empty. I hope that they will improve that it will show up, like once you get your blue circle, it should show up that you're filled up for that. But so far, it's been wonky. It hasn't been doing that for me. My third update is Peloton related. The rowers are starting to get delivered. So I have not watched people's reviews of it. I know people are starting to get their rowers and doing like initial reviews on getting them, but I haven't watched any, so I can't really speak to that, but I am super excited they are delivering them, and they're delivering them early. These are people who signed up for pre-orders. They're getting them in November when the pre-order was actually for December. So it's a really good improvement for them, and I'm happy for all these people who got their rowers, and I'm just sitting back not getting a rower because they're too expensive for me, but I'm very happy. I'm excited to watch reviews and talk about my thoughts when I watch some reviews and get a better picture of what we're dealing with as far as the Peloton rower. Everything so far has been super duper positive, but it's mostly been coming from actual Peloton. So I'm excited to see independent people who spent their own money on machines tell us their opinions on all of it. And then my last little bit of news is actually a Conqueror challenge thing. Those Conqueror virtual challenges, I knew that you could do like various things. You could do running, biking, and it has an option for like indoor versus outdoor running or indoor versus outdoor biking. And I did not know this. I had watched somebody else's video, and if I can remember who it was or find the video, I'll link it down below. But it's basically somebody who used walking. They stayed motivated by doing these virtual challenges. So they just walked and walked, and I did not realize you could put in your steps. So one of the things coming up, of course, I'm still under recovery, so I'm not doing a whole lot right now, but one of my plans is to start tracking my steps again. I was really good about this in the past, and it kept me more on my feet and more active just throughout the day, because I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go walk up and down the stairs or walk laps in my house, or we'll take an extra walk with the kids, and it really helped me like concentrate on getting that step count up. Well, I think I'm gonna go back to doing that, but I'm gonna use a virtual challenge specifically for steps. So I'll pick just like a lower mileage one and just put my steps in for that one. And I'm really excited to just convert your steps into mileage, and that way I can keep track of just my daily step count in a fun way and earn more of these badges because I really like them. If you're interested in the Conqueror virtual challenges, I do have an initial video where I talked all about it, how it works, showed screenshots and things, and I really have grown to love those challenges. So I definitely recommend it. I do have a coupon code if you're interested. It's down below. I think that's all I have to talk about. That's all on my list. I just can't really do much yet. I'm really hoping to get back on the bike in the next couple days, but we're seeing. I'm taking it easy. The doctor said to take it easy, but she didn't give me any indication. She's like, really, you have to just listen to your body, and you know, if you're bleeding, stop. That's basically it. Like, if you're bleeding, don't work out. It's just waiting and waiting, and of course, you guys know, of course, my body is going to be difficult, and it's just been frustrating, you know? I don't have much to talk about. I can't really post these videos if I don't have a whole lot to do, but it's just like, even not last weekend, but the weekend before, Olivia had a dance competition. We were gone for that, and it was just lots of walking around the hotel, like walking back and forth in the hotel because she's taking classes, she's got performances, lots of things, and so we're just walking back and forth, and I bled so much that weekend, and after that weekend, just walking, walking. And now, you know, I had the 5K this previous weekend. It wasn't quite as bad, so I am healing. I am on the road to recovery, but I'm not all the way there yet, and it's just frustrating that it's just taking so long. It's just such a snail's pace thing that I did not expect. I really thought going into it, a couple of days into it, I would be exercising again, and that just wasn't the case. So I hope this video wasn't too much of a Debbie Downer video. There was exciting stuff to talk about as well, but mostly just Debbie Downer stuff. I wanted to do this update because I did have thoughts and things to talk about. I wanted to give you guys my follow-up doctor information because I haven't been posting these PELOCHAT videos very regularly yet, and it probably will still be a while before I go back to my weekly posting these. I really love making these weekly. It really keeps my head in the game as far as fitness and things, but it's been not much to talk about lately. So I'm still just waiting and seeing and taking it easy. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.